Court rejects Trump bid to finish DACA protections for young immigrants. Washington, AP. The Supreme Court on Thursday rejected President Donald Trump's effort to finish legal protections for 650,000 young immigrants, a shocking rebuke to the president within the midst of his re-election campaign. For now, those immigrants retain their protection from deportation and their authorization to figure within the US. The 5-4 outcome, during which Judge John Roberts and therefore the 4 liberal justices were within the majority, seems bound to elevate the difficulty in Trump's campaign, given the anti-immigrant rhetoric of his first presidential run in 2016 and immigration restrictions his administration has imposed since then. It had been the second big liberal victory at the court in the week, following Monday's ruling that it's illegal to fireside people because they're gay or transgender. The justices rejected administration arguments that the 8-year-old Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program is against the law, which courts haven't any role to play in reviewing the choice to finish DACA. Trump's first reaction came on Twitter, where he retweeted a comment incorporating a line from Justice Clarence Thomas's opinion, during which Thomas called the ruling an effort to avoid a politically controversial but legally correct decision. Roberts wrote for the court that the administration didn't pursue the top of the program properly. "We don't decide whether DACA or its rescission are sound policies," Roberts wrote. "We address only whether the agency complied with the procedural requirement that it provide a reasoned explanation for its action. Here the agency did not consider the conspicuous problems with whether to retain forbearance and what, if anything, to try to do about the hardship to DACA recipients. The Department of Homeland Security can try again," he wrote. "But any new order to finish the program, and therefore the legal challenge it might provoke, would take months, if not longer," immigration experts said. The court's 4 conservative justices dissented. Justice Thomas, during a dissent joined by Justices Samuel Alito and Neil Gorsuch, wrote that DACA was illegal from the instant it had been created under the Obama administration in 2012. Justice Brett Kavanaugh wrote during a separate dissent that he was satisfied that the administration acted appropriately in trying to finish the program. DACA recipients were elated by the ruling. "We'll keep living our lives within the meantime," said Cesar Espinosa, who leads the Houston immigration advocacy group FEEL. "We're getting to still work, still advocate." Espinosa said he got little sleep overnight in anticipation of a possible decision Thursday. Within the minutes since the choice was posted, he said his group was flooded with calls with dreamers, happy, thereupon hope that they're getting to a minimum of be during this country for a short time longer. From the Senate floor, the Democratic leader Chuck Schumer said of the DACA decision, "I cried tears of joy. Wow," he went on, barricading. "These kids, these families, I pity them, and that I think all of America does. DACA covers people that are within the US since they were children and are within the country illegally. In some cases, they need no memory of any home aside from the US. The program grew out of an impasse over a comprehensive immigration bill between Congress and therefore the Obama administration in 2012. President Barack Obama decided to formally protect people from deportation while also allowing them to figure legally within the US. But Trump made tough talk on immigration a central part of his campaign, and fewer than 8 months after taking office, he announced in September 2017 that he would end DACA. Immigrants, civil rights groups, universities, and Democratic-led states quickly sued, and courts put the administration's plan on hold. The Department of Homeland Security has continued to process 2-year DACA renewals in order that many thousands of DACA recipients have protections, stretching beyond the election and even into 2022. The Supreme Court fight over DACA played call at a sort of legal movie. The administration first wanted the justices to listen to and choose the case by June 2018. The justices said no. The Department of Justice returned to the court later in 2018, but the justices did nothing for quite 7 months before agreeing a year ago to listen to arguments. Those happened in November, and quite 7 months elapsed before the court's decision. Thursday's ruling was the second time in 2 years that Roberts and therefore the liberal justices faulted the administration for the way it went a few about face. Last year, the court forced the administration to backtrack a citizenship question on the 2020 census. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel and share the video with friends and like you. Thank you for watching.